Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping Tactical Nut here, and today we're here to talk about the Vertx Gamut 2.0, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so as always what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down some of the specs of the bag. First, before I change camera angles, I'm going to lay the bag out on my patio or sidewalk over here so you can get a better look as I talk through the bag and its features and stuff like that. But to start with, I'm going to have to read off some of the specs. I've had this bag for quite a while, so don't quite remember them all. Alright, so the outside dimensions are 21 inches high, 14.5 inches wide, and 5.5 inches deep. It has a concealed carry compartment that is 19 inches high, 11.5 wide, 2 inches deep, and 20 inches in diagonal length. Get more of that in a little bit. Main compartment is 21 inches high by 14.5 wide and 3.5 deep and 22 inches in diagonal length. It is 25 liters in capacity and weighs 4.2 pounds. The next part is it is made of bonded nylon thread with critical seams and attachment points, bar tack for extra durability, Velcro brand loop for the top of the line retention for tactigami and other hook and loop compatible accessories, YKK zippers, and 3D molded foam back panel and abrasion resistant mesh used on internal pockets. Alright, so that's just the basic construction of the bag. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the bag up and change the camera angle so I can give you a closer look at it as I walk through it, because sitting here like this is going to be a bit difficult. Alright, be right back. Okay guys, so you may notice that I'm dressed a little bit differently than I was in the rest of the video. That is because I'm an idiot and I messed up part of this review. Instead of just annotating the mistakes, I figured I would just refilm it because to me this is the most important part of the review. So what you'll have here is I'm going to run around all the features on the outside of it first before we go inside. So what you do have up here is a zippered pocket that is this size right here that can hold a lot of stuff. I always keep an inhaler, survival grenade, which, I mean, I've probably had this thing for 6 years. I'm probably just going to take it apart sometime soon and actually do a review on it. I think I got it from the Friendly Swede a long time ago. Chapstick that I never use, but I always keep on me. And you'll see I'm kind of redundant with that. Carry pouch for my sunglasses, because you can also use it to clean them. Ace bandage. I have a couple of these buckles that help attach pouches to MOLLE webbing. I always keep a little bag of extra batteries, charging cords, gear ties, zip ties for small things that need attaching or that need more battery. And then of course a spare wallet. Why do I keep a spare wallet? Because I don't want to carry all the cards that I have with me all the time. So this carries spare cards that I don't use very often, but this way I'll still have them with me. And then a survival whistle, which I need to attach to some portion, probably a zipper pull with a piece of paracord, which they do have cool zipper pulls, so if you see their little logo in there. But yeah, for like a small pouch, it can really hold a lot of stuff. These zippers are YKK, so that is very nice. It's always something I look for in bags. It's never a deal breaker for me if a pack doesn't have them, but it is always nice to get it. Now, as you see right here, you have this little tab that I keep a climbing rated beaner and a just a kind of a heavy duty beaner. It's not climbing rated or anything, but it can hold a decent amount of gear, and I just like having the redundancy, so in case I need to hang up a pack while I'm out in the woods or something like that, or something else that I need to hang up. But the cool part about this right here is when you pull on it, you now have a MOLLE panel right here where you can attach all different types of pouches. You could put morale patches here. You could roll this up and run it just like this, or if you had larger items or pouches here, you could pull this up and it will attach by these straps and buckles to a loop right here on each side. So that way, like I said, you could run it with this showing or without it showing, with gear still there, so that's up to you. There's a Velcro tab right here, so it helps attach up under there. And I love, like I've mentioned, well, I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but all the zippers are covered, right? And so that helps with water resistance, because I mean, if it's, or not all the zippers, but most of them, because this way like if it was to rain and you're outside, water can seep in through here, but this is protecting at least a portion of your gear. Right here on the side, you do have these elastic pouches with a way to tighten them down if you need to. The largest bottle I've been able to run in here is a 25-inch hydro flask, or 25-ounce hydro flask. That will kind of also depend on what you have in these pockets that are underneath on the side. So we'll move to that real quick. So this pouch, I love this aspect right here so that you can, it's mesh-ish, you know, it's fully enclosed, but it looks like mesh so you can see what's in there. I keep my GPS and a spare knife, so this is also kind of doubles as a multi-tool since it's a Swiss Army knife. For this pouch, I usually just run my power bank, and I absolutely love this one. It's one of my favorites, so I always keep it with me. But obviously you can run multiple things in there. So depending on what you're going to keep in these pouches on each side, right, because they both do the same thing, is going to determine how much this will stretch. But like I said, because of what I'm running in mine, all I can get is a hydro flask in it, which is like the long, tall, skinny one. And this one, knife sharpening stuff. So I got my work sharp. I got stropping compound, because if you know me and my knives, I like to keep them razor sharp. This came with the Outdoor Elements stuff. I have like several of their keychains. This is like fire cord and stuff that goes with it, because it is focused on helping you start fire. So kind of like an admin, you can put pens, markers, chapstick, right? There's even a real small one here. I do keep moleskin because I do lots and lots of walking around and hiking and stuff. And then of course wet wipes, just because sometimes if you're hot and sweaty, when you live here in the South, it does get extremely hot during the summer. So sometimes it's nice just to wipe yourself down before you go into stores, or while you're out in the woods, get yourself clean, or if you had to go, you know, use the restroom. Now, the back portion right here is, it's really cool. I really like it because it's got a couple features that are really awesome. One is this right here, this pass-through. Kind of first priority is if you were using this with another piece of luggage, you can pull the handles up, slip this over the handles, and it will stay on your luggage a lot more securely instead of, you know, going from one side to the other. It has two small spots right here so you can tuck in the waist belt if you're not using it. As you can see, I don't use it, but I haven't felt the need to tuck it in. Also too, you can stick your arm through this and change the way I'm sitting. If you have a backpack armor, right, you could, like a plate in here, you could use this like a shield as you were shooting and defending yourself. Kind of a neat aspect of this bag. And most of their bags, if not all, have this. And I left this little thing on here. You don't have to, but I left it on here just for the review. It's called the Rapid Access tab. But you pull this, it opens up, and it will go all the way around. But this is where I have my bodyproof armor. But also this is kind of the, move this out of the way, like hook and loop, so you can attach a holster, spare mags right here, right? So this way you could whip it off, rip it open, and go to work if you needed to, right? If the situation so requires. This is also, you can run a hydration bladder in the back if you needed to as well. And it has spots for the hoses to come out right here. Grab handle, which is made quite nice. You do have your shoulder straps with the webbing going down either side in case you wanted to attach something else. Your sternum strap, which is adjustable up and down, so that's good for most people, right? Just depending on your build and your height. Now, for the real nuts and bolts, oh, and for me, and since I don't run anything on that MOLLE panel, I just run a strop from NAVs. So that way I can sharpen knives on the fly. Yes, that's how much I use knives. All right, now let's get into the rest of it. All right, so right here you have another loop. As you can see, you could put something there if you needed to that was Velcro. but you have another admin style pouch. I do have a magnesium bar there because I'm a firebug, and apparently I'm obsessed with carrying fire making materials, as you will see. Now, in this pouch, once again, you have that mesh style pouch so that you can see kind of what's in it. So I keep a bandana, stormproof matches, compass in case the GPS fails, water filter, and then of course zip ties, but also, more importantly, ranger bands and rubber bands, because it's just another way, just to show you how handy ranger bands can be in just average everyday life. The strap keeper on my watch broke a couple days ago, so I just used a ranger band to fix that. So you could use them in all different kind of ways, whatever you feel necessary and or easier. Second pouch, we're going with just a boo-boo kit with some medical tape. You'll see I have several of these. I've kind of gone heavy, like probably too much medical stuff. I should probably designate this into some other packs for the cars and stuff like that, but kind of just wanted to put some filler in there to also show you how much this can hold. Once again, another medical pouch. These used to be on here. I'm thinking about moving it to another bag because this is most of another trauma kit. Just needs a tourniquet in it. Tactical gloves, because I've had these for 5 or 6 years easy. Use them all the time in the woods or even around the house, and these things are still in perfect condition. They're made by Raptom, but they're outstanding. So can't have too much paracord with you. This is also the fire cord, so if I needed to start a fire, that has that red cord on the inside that you can use that will burn easily. I keep EpiPens with me. I used to get allergy shots. I haven't done them in a while, but I figured why not still keep this in case somebody else had an allergic reaction, because I've never had anaphylaxis or allergic to anything that will cause it. It's just when you get allergy shots, they require you to carry them. Black and white fire starting kit. I put their material in this bottle and put their sticker on it because it does keep it like partially waterproof. But also, one more time, Baby Glock got me this case for Christmas, and so I decided to make it into a waterproof fire making kit as well. I got a ferro rod, lighter, tinder. This is that pyro stuff. It's like a gel that burns. Matches, stormproof matches. Little piece of wood tinder in there. 2 headlamps, because 2 is better than 1. Do I need 2 in the bag? No, but if in case somebody else needed one, car breaks down on the side of the road, we had something to do, or somebody just forgot theirs and we're hiking around at night, I can help somebody out. Glow in the dark paracord. I had more of this. I don't know where it is. It's just a good thing to attach to some pieces of gear, so that way you can help find it a little easier, either in like around camp or something like that, because it does glow for a while. Not the longest time in the world, but probably long enough that when you set it down. Gear repair kit. That is not what this bag is for. I just repurposed it when I bought something else, but I keep like well, I'll just show you. That's easier. So flex patches, so you can use that on different types of gear to seal them and stuff like that, a sleeping pad or tent or whatever. Electrical tape, because it always comes in handy. These I got, they're like little survival, like fishing lures and spearheads and stuff like that. You can attach these to a stick or fishing line, whatever. Extra duct tape, because you can never have enough of those, because also electrical tape and duct tape can be fire extenders and help with fire starting as well. Another little boo-boo kit, a little more in depth, but I do keep tweezers, fingernail clippers, some medicine, moleskin, butterfly bandages, band-aids, all that kind of stuff in there. This is for tools. I could attach this to the outside if I wanted to. I just haven't done it, but you know, just extra little tools that can come in handy every day. This right here is just a little dump pouch. So I keep this, like when I go out in the woods, I can use it to collect tinder. I can also use it to put trash in and all that kind of stuff. I just like always having one with me. Because just a lot of times if you've ever been out in the woods, you find other people leave trash. And so it's nice to have something that where you can pick it up for them. And then here you can use this as a laptop sleeve. I keep an emergency blanket. These go in every pack in my house, and my family has them because they're just good, they're durable, and can save your life one day. Then also, as you've seen, and probably if you've watched any of my other reviews, I always have a pocket Constitution because I believe in it. All right, so as you can see, depending on how you want to kit yourself out, you could do a lot more with what this bag is capable of holding. I hate the fact that I'm going to have to move on, but as you can see, I mean, it can really hold a lot. I've had this, I think I said in the beginning, for almost 2 years now. I've used it in a variety of ways. The past few months since I've been sick, all I've really been able to do is, you know, go around town, around the store and stuff like that, but this goes everywhere I go. It's been with me out in the woods and all that kind of stuff, so it is a absolutely phenomenal bag. All right, now that we're done with that, oh yeah, and you have your Velcro tab here, so you can put a small name tape or some type of morale patch there to express how you feel, and that's how I feel. All right, back to the rest of the review. All right, so I'm sure you probably noticed in the title, I said that this was the pack that I have dreaded to review. Now, when you just see all the features that I just showed you right here, you have to ask yourself a question, why would I say that? Why would I dread to review one that has such awesome features on it? Oh, yeah, even a little Velcro tab down here so that you can put another morale patch. Well, I'll tell you why I've dreaded to review this. I've been using it for at least 1.5 years, every day. For like, if I go anywhere, I've been leaving the house. Past few months have been a different story. I'll have another video on that shortly. But up until recently, I used it all the time, every day. And the reason why I dreaded reviewing this is because that means I got to get another one. I have loved this pack so much that I have literally delayed reviewing it, because anytime I review a pack, that means I got to move on to another one. I can still keep this in the rotation of using it for different stuff. That's not an issue, but I have really enjoyed using this. I mean, like even the little zipper pulls, I mean, they have a little, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, little Vertx logo in them. They worked excellent. I didn't even notice the one that had come untied until just now doing this review, but obviously that's a simple fix. I'll just retie that one. I haven't had that issue with any of the other ones, but man, this has been one amazing pack. Now, they are kind of expensive. I think this was like $240 if I'm not mistaken, but I will say this, 100% worth the price. This is probably the most I've paid for a pack ever. I do have one that's more expensive, but that was given to me as a gift. It's the Kelty Falcon 4000, I think is what it was called. I've been using it for years. I still haven't reviewed it. Don't ask me why. It's a fantastic pack. But as far as this one from Vertx, I mean, seriously impressed. I was so impressed with the pack that I bought 3 pair of their pants. 1 pair of jeans, 2 pair of tactical pants. I'm going to be reviewing those really soon, so stay tuned for that. But I'll tell you what, guys. Man, this has been, it's so comfortable to wear. I guess I should probably try this on. Give me just a second and we'll show you real quick. All right, so I'm sure you probably noticed in the title, I said that this was the pack that I have dreaded to review. Now, when you just see all the features that I just showed you right here, you have to ask yourself a question, why would I say that? Why would I dread to review one that has such awesome features on it? Oh, yeah, even a little Velcro tab down here so that you can put another morale patch. Well, I'll tell you why I've dreaded to review this. I've been using it for at least 1.5 years, every day. For for like if I go anywhere, I've been leaving the house. Past few months have been a different story. I'll have another video on that shortly. But up until recently, I used it all the time, every day. And the reason why I dreaded reviewing this is because that means I got to get another one. I have loved this pack so much that I have literally delayed reviewing it, because anytime I review a pack, that means I got to move on to another one. I can still keep this in the rotation of using it for different stuff. That's not an issue. But I have really enjoyed using this. I mean, like even the little zipper pulls, I mean, they have a little, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, little Vertx logo in them. They worked excellent. I didn't even notice the one that had come untied until just now doing this review, but obviously that's a simple fix. I'll just retie that one. I haven't had that issue with any of the other ones. But man, this has been one amazing pack. Now, they are kind of expensive. I think this was like $240 if I'm not mistaken. But I will say this, 100% worth the price. This is probably the most I've paid for a pack ever. I do have one that's more expensive, but that was given to me as a gift. It's the Kelty Falcon 4000, I think is what it was called. I've been using it for years. I still haven't reviewed it. Don't ask me why. It's a fantastic pack. But as far as this one from Vertx, I mean, seriously impressed. I was so impressed with the pack that I bought 3 pair of their pants. 1 pair of jeans, 2 pair of tactical pants. I'm going to be reviewing those really soon, so stay tuned for that. But I'll tell you what, guys. Man, this has been, it's so comfortable to wear. I guess I should probably try this on. Give me just a second and we'll show you real quick. Guess I didn't have to cut this off, but yeah, I mean, I haven't used the waist straps at all because I haven't needed to, but it is incredibly comfortable. Carries and distributes weight extremely well. I mean, I can't tell you enough how much I really like this pack and how much I would recommend you getting one. Obviously, this is not a budget pack, but at the same time, guys, it's worth the investment because you will not regret using this one at all. Okay, guys, looks like the SD card is almost full, so I am going to sign off. All right, guys, in the meantime, be prepared, have fun, and check out Vertx.